All right, so normally you would be with Miss Reisman here, but she might be coming in a little late. And if not, if she gets here on time, then you'll just have this to refer back to. So first thing we got to talk about a little bit is the difference between even exponents and odd exponents. So if you go through and you calculate these things in number one, so go ahead, pause the video and type these carefully into your calculator. I'm going to pause this video and the answers are just going to pop up. So go ahead and pause it and evaluate all of number one for me first. Did you actually pause it? You didn't you? How dare you? You better put these actually in your calculator and make sure you understand how important parentheses are. All right, so here's the deal. If both of these equal 4, but these do not equal the same thing, right? Everything that has an even exponent here, you're getting the same answer, where if it's an odd exponent, they have distinct answers. So what this matters is when you go backwards, okay? So if I'm solving for something where I have x to the third equals -8, if it is this odd exponent, I know that I have one possible answer here, okay? And my answer is going to be negative. I'm going to have x is -2 here. And that's it. And that's going to be my answer. So there's only going to be one possible answer. Okay? Where if it's even, there's going to be two possible answers because there are two things that could give me 16. Right? I have two answers of 16 right here. It could have been -2 or it could have been +2. So now I'm in this situation where x could equal 2 or -2. The problem with this, the thing that you have to be careful of, is your calculator is only going to give you the positive answer for this, okay? So if it's an odd exponent, you just cruise and you do what the calculator tells you. But if it's an even exponent, you have to take notice, you have to recognize it, and you have to know that you are going to have positive and negative of both answers, okay? Because with -8, that was the only option, right? And even if it was positive 2 to the third, 8 is the only option, okay? So from there, let's try one of these problems. It looks a little goofy. We're going to make it look a lot nicer. So first of all, you can put this x up top. So this is going to be x divided by 16. And then since this x is to the -2 power, we know we're going to bring it down. So I'm going to have 4 over x to the +2. What's awesome now is I can just cross multiply. So this guy has a first power. X to the first times x squared is going to give me x to the third. And 16 times 4 is going to give me 64. This we can evaluate. We did these before. So remember, this guy is like 3 over 1. And I can flip it over and I can say that x equals 64 to the 1/3 power, which you can put into your calculator by typing 64 to the parentheses 1 divided by 3. Now, since 3 is an odd number, I know I'm going to only have one answer. Okay, whatever the calculator tells me is going to be my answer, and the answer in this case is going to be 4. Okay, let's look at one more of these. And if I'm moving too fast, it is your responsibility to pause the video and to figure it out and go through it, okay? So in this case, we're going to bring the x up top. So we're going to have x over 27 equals, and this is an x to the first. We have 3. This guy has a negative exponent, so it moves down and becomes x to the third. I cross multiply, and I get x to the fourth equals 81. Ding, 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 ding. This is an even number. That means I'm going to have 2 answers. Okay? 2 answers here. So I'm going to flip my fraction over, and I'm going to get x equals 81 to the 1/4 power. Okay? And you're putting that into your calculator, 81 to the 1 divided by 4. And the calculator is only going to tell you that x equals 3, but you know that it's also going to be -3. okay? And the reason for that is 3 to the 4th power gives you 81, but negative 3 to the 4th power also gives you 81. So there's no way to know which one of these answers is the answer, which means it has to be both, okay? Try the other 4 problems. Let me know if you have questions. The answers are up on Canvas for you. It is just the answers, not the work, because I want to see that you actually tried these, and then you can take the Canvas quiz.